They really don't want us to live. This is fucking annoying. I am so over Instagram. Like, bruh, I'm gonna be so sad if we have to reschedule this. I will be crying. Okay, you're back in now. Let's try this again. Let's see. Hey guys, how are y'all? Hey ladies. Hey. Okay, I can hear myself on your side, so you say something.
I can hear you.
Okay. Let's try it. Let's do it before they change their mind.
It keep freezing for some reason.
I'm freezing on your side. You're fine on my side.
I can, okay, I can hear you. Okay, good. I can do it embarrassing. But so I got the iPhone. I got the fastest, the Wi-Fi's.
Me too. I don't know. It's been ghetto. Damn, it's doing it again. See, y'all, they don't want us to have this live, and I'm about to cry. Like, why are they playing with us? Why are they playing? Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear him? I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. Damn. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Cause this is this is crazy. Y'all can hear me? Okay. I do not know what's going on. We got a good lineup tonight, and we can't get past the hello. He was frozen, but I could see and hear you. So I don't know what's going on then. Yes, we can hear you and see you. Maybe he has to get off Wi-Fi. I'm gonna tell him that when he come back in. Cause yeah, that's weird. Cause I could hear him and I could even see myself fine. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, yeah, we got a good ass lineup. We're about to get into some Valentine's Day, happenings and stuff like that. And he's like, well, he is a certified chef and shit. So I wanted to talk to somebody who's, good on the food end, professionally and stuff. Dark Dragon, no, you cannot be in the video. This is not about you. This is an actual episode. But yeah, so let me see. There. Okay, he's back. Let's try this again. I don't know what number we're on.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, somebody
I
said
heard. I heard the advice. I turned the Wi-Fi off.
you did.
I did. So that's probably what the problem was. Okay.
Sometimes that happens to me
That's
too.
crazy. All right,
It's
cool.
yeah,
Listen,
stupid.
let me drink to that.
Right. Like, damn, we can't even get past hellos.
I know. So I can hear your conversation. I heard y'all talking, but then my request wouldn't come in. But anyway, we here now. We
Yes.
overcome it.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for joining me again.
Hey,
I
it's
miss
my
your
pleasure.
face. No,
Hey,
last time we were having some really good conversation. Some real,
indeed.
and I think Instagram cut us off because they only give us a certain time, so we gonna get straight into it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So yeah, I want to get like 55 minutes from now. So let's get to it.
Yes,
Damn,
yes.
hey, this tequila hitting right now too. Hold on.
What
I've
kind
been
of tequila
sipping.
you got? What you got over there?
If you know, you know.
Oh, the 1040 or 1942. Yes.
Yes, that's my old man
Everybody
drink.
likes that. I've never tried it.
Oh baby, then you need to get you a bottle for the weekend. For next week.
I'm gonna get that big ass bottle and be struggling to finish it by myself.
No, don't do it by yourself, baby. This is real. No, this is real liquor, baby. You sip
Well,
this.
that's
Most of this
I
is
don't
ice
have no
cube.
one to do it with, so I would be by myself.
Come on, Sacro Jenny. You can do it by yourself. Make love to yourself. Come on, we're gonna get
Oh
into
yeah,
that,
I
I'm
know
sure.
that. I'm saying, but a big ass bottle like that.
That's why you have a cork. You put it right back in.
Mm.
You know what I mean? This ain't that Patron. This ain't all that other shit. Ain't that Henny. You sip this. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about taking your time tonight.
Oh, okay.
Savoring. Mm-hmm.
Oh shit then. Okay,
I am.
we can start it already. All right. So, anyways, I wanted to bring up. I think we brought it up last time, but to refresh everybody, what cytophilia is. Am I saying it right? Or is it cetophilia? I don't.
You know what? I'm so we sold 2022. I would go to pronounce this, but guess what? No one calls it that because we all call it food play, right?
Of course.
As it is with any kink or any type of interest that we have. We put the scientific name, cytophilia, whatever. But the reality is, it's food play, and we all do it.
I
It's
want
sexual
to
arousal.
give them all options so they know what it is. Well,
Google, Google, Google.
so food play, and we wanted to talk about how we can incorporate it with our partners, with ourselves, and things like
Yeah.
that. Because I am going to be by myself this weekend. But
Hey, I see what you did. I'm gonna be by myself this weekend too. I got my two boys, so it's good
hey,
like that.
hey, yes,
Advertise it out there. Maybe I'll convince somebody to spend some time with me this weekend.
me too. So I'm gonna just take myself out on a date, buy myself some roses,
Yes,
really,
yes.
really pretty and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Because I deserve, you know.
And
And you,
that's such a vibe. You talk about that, right? As we get into this from a chef perspective and cytophilia, we eat with our eyes. And I love that you talk about making beautifying yourself, adorning yourself. I kind of
mhm,
did the same tonight, right? So I'm sitting here in my office by myself,
mhm.
but I smell good. I literally spray some cologne on just to sit down here and talk to you because I be
Yeah.
feeling myself. I spray my sons every morning. They ask for my cologne, either my cologne or my father's cologne. We call it y'all want to smell like granddaddy today or smell like dad? They say daddy or
Oh,
granddaddy. So every
get
man should have a
started.
signature scent. So I got mine. And actually, I would be remiss if I didn't mention my boy Anthony Parker. He has a custom scents that he makes here in the city of Dayton. So if you're in the city of Dayton, heat up. He calls himself Parker Lewis online. Hit him up, and he'll get you together with a custom scent. But we always want to smell good for others. But sometimes, like you said, beautifying yourself, smell good for yourself. Because I feel differently. I'm fresh out the shower. I had a good workout tonight. I'm feeling
Yes,
strong. I'm smelling good. I'm
me
clean. I had
too.
to brush my teeth and floss.
It makes me prepared for what we're about to talk about. It makes me prepare for
Yes.
what I'm about to do next. Like
Yeah.
if I feel and smell and look sexy, I'm going
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
have that energy now and be able to fully be present. So
Yeah. And I
I'm
love that.
yeah.
Excuse me. We talk about cytophilia, and it's really quite simply defined as sexual arousal from food. And every human does it. I always say, and I think I said this last year, I've said it for years in my restaurant, cooking is the second most important thing we can do.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I say important. Let's talk about the second most intimate thing that we could do, right? I used to run a restaurant called Delish Cafe like a decade ago. And I would go out to the dining room and people like, oh chef, your food is so good. And, all the old ladies just flirt with me, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, I'll tell the story of how a dish came about. And I would say it was something that started in my mind. I could taste it, I put the ingredients together. I took my hands, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
procured the ingredients. I prepared this meal and something that I made you've now put into your mouth and it becomes a part of who you are. That is
Ooh,
so damn intimate, right? I
sexy.
mean, listen, I say it all the time. Chefs do it best
Mm-hmm.
in the kitchen, but in other places as well.
Oh, is that right? Is that
Oh,
right?
I have four children on purpose. I'm lucky enough to have convinced two women, both my wives, to have my children on purpose, and both of them fell in love with my food or cooking. So
You
sorry,
know,
players. If you don't cook like chef, you always gonna be second best in that category. Wah wah.
where can I find y'all? I need a chef. I've never dated anyone who could cook. I'm always the cook. I don't want to be the cook.
We a special breed. We work. First of all, we working all the time. So we in the back of somebody's country club, fine dining restaurant, all that. Some of these other chefs, you always see them around because they ain't working. I'm teasing. A lot of them they out for show, but a lot of us in the back of that kitchen putting in work. So we stay busy. So you gotta be ready. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna deal with a busy man, prepare to wait till midnight, 2 a.m. for me to come home. And guess what? I want to eat when I come home. Be
Mm-hmm.
be prepared in all ways.
Yes, say that. Ooh, okay, okay,
Be
okay.
prepared in all ways. So I said because like I said, it's a difficult life. And now that I'm CEO of Chicken Spot LLC, aka Chicken Heads, those in the city of Dayton know my
Yes,
brand. I'm still busy, but I get to be a master of my own time. But cytophilia, as we talk about that sexual arousal with food, it happens. It don't necessarily mean you get a chubby in your drawers, but it definitely means that you feel all those feelings. Cooking, just like love making, it excites all the senses. And we
yeah.
start off our conversation about beautifying ourselves, preparing ourselves, even for this conversation, right? Look at you glowing. Listen, we didn't adjusted our lights. Look what I'm doing. I'm already saturating myself
Oh,
with something good. Like I'm feeling it. Like you lucky you far
yeah.
away. Everybody's lucky. I ain't got no sneaky leads coming through. You know what I mean? But they lucky because I'm feeling real mannish. Look.
Ooh.
I didn't condition my beard,
Yeah,
get myself a little
good.
line up,
You
deeply
look
condition the
good.
beard. You feel me? But we say all this not just for the premise of this conversation, but this is what we got to do in about 6 or 7 days, right? For
Hmm.
those who plan on either doing something this weekend or even traditionally on the day itself, it's all about preparation.
Hmm.
The most important thing we can do is prepare.
Yeah.
So let's talk about physically. We talk about it. Get your hair cut. Get the wax appointments booked. You know, if you too grown to be doing razors at this point, take your ass in there and get waxed because it's just like
Well,
tune in.
wait. Sometimes you need a quick go. Now, for this event, I understand. Yes, let's make sure that we nice.
Preparation.
But
We're
yes,
gonna have to establish some rules here. It's yes, sir, or you ain't gonna say yes, daddy, but it's yes, sir, or yes. Don't be waiting on me. I know. Let's see that. I earned it. All that right there. I earned it. Yeah. You. Everybody else see. Listen. Hey, listen. Everybody else just
oh
watching.
yes, sir.
Tune
I
in. There
love
you go. Yes, there you go. Because
the
everybody else
diamond.
just watch. Everybody else just watching us right now. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? They just watching. They voyeurs right now. This is a conversation between you and I. All right. And the rest of them, they peeking. They
I
voyeurs. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk. Let's do our shit. Let's talk our
know.
shit, right? So now
Okay.
we establish a rule. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Ain't
Yeah,
no, ain't no whatever you say. Wait, no, it's yes, sir. Right?
yeah,
Yes. Say, come on, let's do it one time. Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Ooh. Here's the thing. You gonna submit in that way, and I'm gonna submit in all other ways. So let's
Ooh.
get back to this appointment. Let's talk about these appointments you need to make. In the kitchen, we always start off with a clean plate. Is that not right? A clean plate. If a plate had a little dirt on it, a little lint,
You don't.
send this plate. If it got one hair on it, if that plate got one hair on it, you sending
Some
it back.
people, some people like the hair.
Now, mind you, I mean, I'm not gonna knock it. So, do your thing. I'm teasing, right? Because you can still get that taken care of. But let's talk about the benefits thereof.
Yes.
Hair holds on to smell, good, bad, or otherwise. It can cause a little bit of abrasion, good, bad, or otherwise. But it also enhances sensation when there's nothing there. So
Yes.
that's my tip. Do you have to? Absolutely not. If you've never done it, this weekend, and guess what? I'm sorry, that goes for men and women, right?
Yes.
Men and women.
To do
So
it, you have to do it at least 24 hours before penetration. I just
yeah.
learned, and I've been getting waxes since waxes were created.
Hey, little baby. Hey,
I
little
just
baby. It's
learned that.
okay. Little
But for
baby, it's okay.
better to do it 24 hours apparently
Yes.
ahead.
Men and gentlemen. So any skin irritation or anything else, is very important to even continue to condition that area, whether you use a formal hair or skin conditioner to soften that area, right?
Exfoliate. Mhm.
Oh, absolutely. Come on, exfoliation.
You have
Men and women. Can we just say
to.
that as a blanket rule? Everything we say tonight
Is
applies to both men and women.
yes, yes, all
And
genders.
yeah, and I'll say this even for the brothers. If you have any type of facial routine, if you don't get one, but if you do, this sensitive skin up here, you got some other sensitive skin too that can benefit from the same products. So you should invest in that. And there's
Yeah,
actually actual products for the lower area that people can focus in on to help balance pH. We know a woman, her body naturally manages the pH. However, a man being mostly external does not. So sweat
right.
and grime and all that stuff makes a difference. So exfoliation is very important.
Very.
Cleanliness is the utmost. And I don't mean just using no Irish Spring. Tighten up. Get you some real soaps for your body. I love, love, love African black soap. It really does a good job
Yeah,
of pulling the oils and all
like
that stuff
it's
out.
amazing. It smells good. It feels
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
natural. So yes, use those natural products.
And then get back to moisturization. You don't want any chafing. We just get away from that. But just like it is in the kitchen, as I'm gonna go back to time and time again, that clean plate, you know what I'm saying, however you do that 24 hours and all that, but that shower and those things, that's right before. I'm telling you, I love making love fresh out the shower, 30 minutes, an hour after the
Mm,
shower. You know what I mean? Because it's there. And
yeah,
natural taste is there. And I want to mention this specifically. We talk about colognes and smell goods. Let's remember our erogenous zones, particularly with women, your neck and
you
your
can
inner
put it
thigh.
ear, your neck.
Oh,
Um,
pause. Wait a minute. Pause. I'm going to tell you
what?
not to do this on Valentine's Day.
What?
Maybe your ears, but if you like your ears getting sucked on, Perfume don't taste that
No, I
good.
put it like directly. I put it like a little bit behind my ear.
Okay.
I
So I
don't
can
put it.
lick that right there. So I can nibble on that lobe right there. That part right there. I can nibble on
Yeah,
that. I can
there.
that little part. I can just.
Yeah.
That's the part I want. Okay, cool. So
Okay.
keep that in
Okay.
mind. And the same thing, like for the nape of the neck. A lot of women get used to doing that now behind the ears because of the blood flow and the heat. But if you want to get licked on that part, don't spray all around your neck because you know people don't think about that.
No.
Oils. Somebody mentioned natural soaps. Yeah, natural soaps and oils. Those are going to be a little more palatable, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh,
Think
you ever
twice.
you,
Yeah.
you ever sip it and look at it like, ooh, what is that? You making me feel this way?
You
Was
know
that
what?
or is that you making me feel this way? Hmm.
Look, I do the same thing with dick, and I do the
Oh
same thing
my.
with pussy.
Ooh, oh my. You got to taste it and look back at it, don't you?
Yeah.
Is
Be like,
that you?
ooh.
Ooh, that's hidden. We do it with food. Anything that we eat, anything we put into our mouth. So again, we covered the visual, right? Talked a little bit about hair. We talked about cleanliness and hygiene. What else? Let's talk about body
Yeah.
heat. Go ahead. Temperature,
Oh,
right?
someone had a question. Well, we'll get
What?
back to that when we actually get into food. What were you about to say?
Also, I one and the same. So, excuse me. My thought is to kind of use food in preparing a meal as we prepare ourselves. So, I've already talked about the
Yeah.
clean plate is our body, right? I was going
Yes.
to step next into body heat and temperature and just ambiance, right? I'm a polar bear. I'm 5'9", 260. I ain't no skinny boy. So I'm warm naturally. I'm that brother got had a fan
You like
on all year long,
just like
AC.
love it. You just so stocky. Ooh, I love
Yeah,
it.
because I can wait. It's the weight
Look.
class. Listen, I tease all the time. A lot of these cats ain't in my weight class. So anyway, what I was saying about temperature is creating an ambiance where it's warm. I'm about 70 degrees all year long in my apartment or my home. So 72, 74, 75, because you're going to be naked, assuming, or you're going to get there pretty quickly. Make sure the ambiance, because that shock and temperature is tough. Now, I will say one of the tricks that I use in my house is I'll keep my bedroom a lot cooler because I sleep better, but it also works
Yeah.
a lot better for snuggling, right? For snuggling.
Yes.
So when I was
All that
married, it was a no clothes
you need
rule
to
in my
cool down.
house. So that's why
Yeah.
you gotta have your drinks. And I got a mini fridge next to the side of my bed. And it's stocked with water,
I
wine,
need that.
champagne.
I
Yeah,
need
that's
to. I
hmm
have to.
we started doing it as when my first wife was pregnant, but as a lover, it's like you lay out, you thirsty, you hungry. We started keeping
Mm.
ice cream in there. We're gonna get back to that. Ice cream in there, ice cubes, water,
Oh,
champagne,
wait till we.
Moscato. Yeah. So we're
Mm.
gonna so those things haven't being prepared. So again, we're talking about temperature and ambiance and being mindful of that. Now, one thing I have done is that I have bed warmers in my bed. Now you can buy for a king size bed. Amazon, I think I don't even remember, it was like $50 or something.
Ooh.
You could buy these warmers that you can turn on to keep the actual bed warm. Room is cold, sheets are warm. Oh yes. And I love that because as a chef, we always going to play with temperature contrast and
Why
textural
am I not hip
contrast.
to this? I need one of
What
those.
you said, yes, sir. I
Yes.
earned it. Yeah, I earned it. You're here to learn today, right? I'm here to teach. Those who know me outside of being a chef, I'm an educator as well. So we're going to teach tonight. And,
Mm.
we didn't really get into intros and why I'm on this live versus others, but I've
We.
been doing this for over 20 years. Let me put it this way. I said this in one of the posts. I read Ann Hooper's The Kama Sutra, Illustrated Guide to the Kama Sutra, when I was 16 years old. So she married now, but if you
Mm.
ask my first lover, my girlfriend that I had when I was 15, 16, she know who she is. She may be sneaking and watching this. Hey, boo. Anyway, she ain't watch this in front of her husband. But the point of the matter is, she learned some tricks from me at 16, 17. I'm reading that illustrated guide of this ancient Indian text. I'm like, lotus flower? Yeah, I can bend you up that way.
Ooh,
Cats is doing
lotus
missionary
flower.
and doggy style. I had a girl tell me one time, I ain't no dog, you can hit me from the back. Now
And
it's
this
funny
that
because
thing.
yeah,
Ooh.
but Google it, y'all. Ann Hooper's The Kama Sutra. Up your game a little bit. It's illustrated guide. It's actually PDF. You can find a PDF online now. It's
Yeah.
going to add some different techniques to you. But anyway, we talk about textural contrast, temperature contrast, I meant to say. So I got the bed warmer, cold bed. I like a lot of blankets, and I got way too many pillows. And they get
Mm.
that wedge. If you don't have it, go ahead and order that wedge pillow. 2-day
Well,
shipping, Amazon Prime.
yes, sir. I have one of those for
Mm,
sure.
you
You have
should.
you have to have
Oh,
that. it helps prop you up, especially since I'm short and
Mm-hmm.
trying to ride or whatever. I have to my partner up so that way I can properly
Yes.
get in that.
Because everybody don't have no mega knees, right? So all these girls talk about the mega knees. What they need to do is for your partner, if I'm on my back, putting a pillow underneath my hips raises me up and makes it
Yes.
easier on your knees. So yeah,
Yes.
girls, that 1 to 2 minutes they're gonna get it on Valentine's Day. I need you to get there.
Ooh.
And as my
Yes.
lovers have always said, they want that control. Listen, baby, you can have it. That's why you can go, yes, sir.
Um,
Makes my phone keep going off for some reason. Am I there?
yeah, I hear you.
Okay, cool. So, that's the thing about being a dominant in this sense. We ain't going to get into all that, but in this sense, I'm a boss all day long, right? Right? And I'm gonna be a boss in every aspect of alpha type personality. I say that because that's the archetype. It's not really real, but we know what it is. But the point is, I'm talking about yes or no, sir. But I submit to you. I'm gonna serve you in my bed. But people
Mm-hmm.
understand is a submissive role is actually the role of power. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like
Yes.
you're trusting me to not harm you, to not hurt you, to listen to you, to pay attention to your needs.
Yes.
So when we use dominant, submissive in all these different ways, but the reality is I'm here to listen, but I
Yeah.
need you to listen as well. You
Mm.
know, there's this cat. His name is Cameron Mitchell. He owns a bunch of restaurants in Columbus area and throughout the country, and his company motto is the answer is yes. What is the question? Can
Ooh.
you can you imagine the minute you walk in my door and I say the answer is yes? What is the question? And you like, oh my God, you can
Hot.
get it how you want. Now, I'm gonna still correct you, right? I may discipline you or direct you or dictate something to you, but it's
Ooh.
all it's all in service, right? I'm here to serve you, and that's what a chef is. You ever go into a restaurant, and these are more higher end restaurants? They have a tasting menu. The
Mm-hmm.
meal's already been prepared. You don't come in there; they're gonna give you a menu just to show you what you're gonna eat, right? You don't
Right.
say, "Oh, can I take the pickles off?" And I don't like mushroom.
No, get what you get.
Trust me. Trust that everything I've prepared for you has been done in love and with intention. And I
Mm-hmm.
have the skill and the know-how to prepare it in a way that you will devour it. Anything that I put into your mouth, you will swallow.
Ooh.
Hold up.
Oh shit. Oh
It's
shit.
it's with intention, right? That's how we that's how chefs live our lives.
Oh, I love this. I love this conversation. Keep going.
Yeah, listen, we don't stop. We go there. That's why you talk about 12-course meals. What is a 12-course meal essentially? Many small bites,
Right. Oof.
nibbles. I don't
Mm.
want you to be done in the first 10 minutes, the
Give me the
first five
music.
minutes.
Come on.
Stretch that out. Stretch
Oh.
that out. Amuse bouche, right? The joy of eating and cooking. You feel me? So, like I said, chefs, we do it better in the
Mm.
kitchen, in the
Mm.
living room, on
And
the coffee table,
are more are heightened more, because you are dealing with food all day or whatever.
all
Like
day.
you're always trying to make sure that textures are right, and temperature,
Everything.
like
Everything. I'm
everything.
trying to, and it starts here. It's talked about that. Like
Mm,
all good intimate situations start here mentally. For
mm,
instance, you come into my home, and you say, baby, I got a craving. Oh, yes, love, what would you like? You know
mm,
what? I really want some breakfast food. From the minute you tell me that, I now move with intention. I'm gonna
mm,
get, and maybe you tell me this that morning, right? Or the day before. Now I'm
yeah.
gonna get the good eggs. I'm gonna get your favorite cheese, right? I'm gonna get that special jam that you like. I know you love a certain type of bread, right?
Mm.
Oh, babe
Look,
like simply
you're making
orange
me hungry
juice.
and horny.
Yes. Bulls, right? Because I'm kind of a older bull. But they do two things. They eat or they fuck, right? So in
Mm,
this case, as a chef, I'm going to satiate that particular need. So again, let's talk about that. From the time you tell me what the need is, I
mm-hmm,
seek to endeavor to meet it, right? So you tell me the need. I'm in the grocery store. I'm thinking about that. Ooh, she like grapefruit juice. So I'm gonna
mm-hmm.
get her some. I'm gonna get her some fresh grapefruits. I'm gonna look at that grapefruit like this is good enough for Bay.
The
This
initial
ain't good enough for Bay.
E.
These eggs, that's good enough for Bay. Bay like
Ooh,
this type of bacon, the thick cut. Yeah. Ooh, that's $7. I'm gonna get it anyway because that's what for Bay. You feel me?
yes.
Bay. Well, am I gonna get the
Yeah.
am I
Ooh.
gonna get the cheap butter? Or I'm gonna get the $3 butter, $4, $5 butter. Now this is for Bay. Let me get the $5 butter. You
Thank you.
feel me? So
Royalty.
that's
One.
in That's at the grocery store. So now I pack my groceries a certain way. I protect those groceries getting into my house. The minute I get to my home, I said, I'm preparing a meal for Bay. So let me put this up, make sure it's chill, make sure it's in its proper place. Then I said, well, wait a minute, I'm in my kitchen. This kitchen must be clean, right? As I
Yeah, of
prepare.
course. Uh-oh.
All right, good. All right, so it's moving through intention in everything that you do. And that's
Yeah.
just in preparation of a meal. So now you coming, hey baby, I'm just gonna have to shower. I'm on my way, I'll be there in 10. Say no
Mm-hmm.
more. So now it's about service. Let me go ahead and preheat my pan. Let me go ahead and crack these eggs, whisk them up, a little bit of salt, let them sit. I'm gonna hit it with the pepper after the fact. Let me go ahead and melt this butter. Let me go ahead and get this bacon laid out. So you start thinking through these things. And when you move with intention, and the intention is to feed you, to serve you, it's always going to be yes, sir. It's always going to be yes, daddy. But for the last 12 hours, I've been preparing to serve you. That's where the
Mm-hmm.
reciprocity comes in, right? Let me be who I am. I'm a professional
Yeah.
chef. I've been a man a long time, a long time. You ever see a teenager when they first get testosterone, they feel all strong, they want to have sex all the time? Let me tell you something. Let me say this. That same drug that makes a teenager do all that and make them fade
Mm-hmm.
away, I've been saturated in it for 30 years. So for 30 years, I've
You
been learning how to deal with
telling.
testosterone and how do I use it, right?
Yeah.
When I walk my children across the street, I hold their hands. You know what I'm saying? So when I hold my son's hand, I squeeze it a little bit tighter than I ordinarily would. And
Mm-hmm.
the reason why I do that is I want him to know my strength. I want him
Mm.
to know how strong I am, but I'll never hurt him. It's the
Right.
same thing with my woman. I'm gonna take your coat off. I'm gonna hang it on the hook. I'm gonna give you a hug. I'm gonna squeeze you a little bit tighter than I would a stranger. You know, the stranger hug is kind of a back and away. You
Right.
walk through the door. You walk through the door. I'm gonna hug you up. I'm going to envelop you with my physical presence. So
Mm-hmm.
now we've gone from temperature. We've talked about the mental stimulation. What else we talked about? We talk about strength, the transference of strength, what service really means, reciprocity,
Yeah.
um, moving with intention,
Yeah.
right? And everything that we do is for you. It's for
Yes.
my lover. And if you notice, maybe I'll tell you this. Hey, baby, I went to the farmer's market to eat the maize. I went to Jungle Jim's to get that produce. Hey, that grapefruit is the finest of grapefruits. I bought the organic this and organic that, right?
Because I know I would.
Right. And that's
Be-
what
I'd be ready to suck your dick right there. Like,
that part. And guess what? I'm gonna say,
thank
you
you,
can taste
Daddy.
it. You get yes. And then that gratitude, you'll get it from me forever. I mean, if anybody's being honest with themselves, most relationships dissolve when the gratitude ends, when the reciprocity stops.
Ooh, that's a word.
That thank you, daddy, was so important. Because
Yes.
listen, because I love you, or I want you to feel a certain way, I was going to do it anyway. But when you
Right.
show me at every stage of the game that you appreciate it, that's what I'm talking
Yes.
about. Here's a
Yes.
trick. That breakfast I'm telling you about, go ahead and put that plate in the oven about 200 degrees. Warm the plate up. For
Ooh.
that juice, put the cup in the freezer. If it's a hot item, warm up the knives or the spoons. I don't mean like keep them scorching hot. Pay attention to how hot it gets. But these things help benefit the plate itself. A warm plate. If you go to a fine dining restaurant, touch the plate and it's warm intentionally because it helps keep the food warm. But
Yeah.
it's just like when I tell Alexa, turn on, I mean, I say it because she gonna listen to me, turn on bed warmer, right? I'm
Yeah.
doing that before time. I got towel warmer in my house. You can buy a $50 towel warmer and put
Mm-hmm.
towels in it to warm up your bath towel. You can spend another
Mm-hmm.
$50. You know the hot towels they give you at the barbershop? Get one of
Yes.
those in the house. And what you do is dip them in water, wring them out, and roll them up. Because you're going to need that hot towel a little bit later.
Mm.
It's
I mean,
right, man.
everybody listening in here, I hope everybody's taking notes
And he said, Emmett,
because
you got
you
time.
are preaching. You
I got
are.
I got 4 babies intentionally. Every
I
one of my children,
you want a
I say, you
fifth
want to
one?
make a baby? I
Do you
make now.
want a fifth?
I'm Team V right now. I'm Team V. So
Oh.
if you know, you know. But for a special one, I may break it out one more time. I may get some things reconnected for that special one. I love my children. I love making children. I can tell this story to every one of my children. They were made with love, right?
Yeah.
And there's certain positions that I get to tell them like, yo, and I'm thinking with my lover, I make babies this way. And
Mm.
when I look at my children, I say, listen, each one of you was made on purpose. Now, mind you, every child is a blessing, But when you get with your lover and you say, you want to make a baby, that was the best conversations. You want to have another one?
Ooh.
I remember telling my wife one time, I said, you know what's going to happen if we do it like this? She said, I know. And then my daughter was born. Oh, I love my children. My daughter was made that night. I know the night my daughter was made,
That is
you
amazing.
know, because like I
Ooh.
said, girl, you know what's going to happen if we do it this way? She said, I
Mm.
know.
Mm.
Oh, I don't like her mama as much anymore, but I love my baby.
Well,
Shout
that's good.
out.
We talking about how she was made from love.
Indeed.
That's the
She was
key.
made, she was made from love. All right.
That's
All
the
right.
key. So I'm
So go
like,
ahead.
can we the temperature play, sir?
Oh, yes. So
More
temperature plate.
with
So this is an extension, right? We talk about keeping the plate warm, keeping your utensils warm, keeping the glasses warm. Like literally, I used to put the glass in the freezer to get it cold if I'm going to be giving somebody a drink.
mhm,
Okay. So temperature play, it's all about contrast and temperatures, right? You
mhm,
see a lot of people play candle wax, right? That heat play, you
mhm.
know, all right? So, and people don't know about that, right? Get a candle and you can pour, and from a higher height, I mean, I got my own technique. Oops. You can pour it from a higher. It cools the wax down as it drips down on the skin. What's that?
I said, yes, tell us the secrets.
It's a couple of them. So if you're gonna play with candle play, I like this temperature contrast. Hold the candle. Now I got electric candles right here because I got a whole vibe going on. Electric
Hey.
candles. But for your real candles, pour from a higher height. The wax will cool down enough. It's still gonna be warm when it hits the skin, but it won't be so
Mhm,
hot. So now mind you, some of y'all like a little more pain. So pour it closer if you want
mhm,
that. But here's another one. Pour that wax
mhm.
if it's gonna be real hot, because it's like me. When I smack something, I rub it after the fact. Rub that out, use it as you may. But with the wax play, get some ice. Now
Yeah.
you're going wax and ice cube. And if you look, go to the dollar store and get the big ice cubes. Hold up. Get the
Mhm,
big ice cubes.
mhm,
Mm.
mm. Oh shit.
I don't listen, I don't want to waste none of my good liquor. So, anytime you get a certain nectar,
Mm.
you don't want to waste not one drop.
You are dangerous. You are a dangerous man.
I do it with intention, beloved.
I
Everything I do, you move
I,
with intention.
I know.
Hold on. Let me.
Dangerous about it. You're
This that
intense.
it's this that hot towel after the fact. Because
Mm,
during,
mm.
this is the only utensil I need. How did it
Ooh.
get so thick right there? Where did all that come from? Look, when I was a little boy, I had like one hair, and all of a sudden, I done got grown, and all these kids, I got hair growing all over my face, and I couldn't understand. I'm like, oh, that's how they got there.
Mm.
But my favorite though is this. Mm,
Ooh.
mm,
Do that again. Hold on. Let's see that again. Ooh.
They call
Ooh.
it this. So I let my barber be like, you want me to cut that down, chef? I said, no, man, let it, because it's kind of thick, the grade of my hair, and it's soft. But maybe I told you, hair holds on to smells. That's a good and a
Mm-hmm.
bad thing. But when it's
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Just have you can still be thinking about it throughout the day.
absolutely, and this is important because smell is the most important sense that we associate with both taste and memory. And
Yes.
I'm talking
Ooh.
about after the day. I'm talking about the next morning. You in that shower, it's like, ooh, do I want to wash this off or not? Right?
Mm.
You at work, like,
Don't wash me off.
nah, I'm rubbing it in. What was that? So anyway, maybe we didn't wait. So let's go back to temperature play. We talked about the candles, higher height, boom. We talked about, and this is sauces are a big thing. So dessert sauces, warming them up, and being conscientious about warm sauces, but always have ice nearby or a
Mhm,
towel and be mindful. If you ever had children, we take the baby bottle, we squirt it on our hand to see how hot
mhm.
it is. Go do the same thing with your lover because no one wants to be burned. And well, I mean, that may be somebody's kink, so they do what they do. But you want to be mindful of the temperature of some, but keeping it warm is very nice. And I put sauce. I don't have anything here, but putting sauce bottles inside of something that's boiled. Don't use the microwave. Microwave usually warms things up way too hot. All
Yeah.
right, because it boils liquid from the inside out. So get a hot pot of water and take your bottle, whatever you work with, stick it down in that pot and let the water kind of naturally warm it up. And then test it before you put on your lever because you want to cause no injury. Because trust me, if they get anxious or tense, like, that's too hot. Like
Right.
you're gonna ruin the mood, especially if it's going to an erogenous area or a sensitive area. You feel me? So
Come on and teach us. Ooh.
so just be mindful, and again it goes back to intentionality, right? Whatever it is. Food play. Play with something that you want to lick. Honey is delicious, but you can't lick too much of honey, right?
No.
Whipped cream, it's kind of gross. I mean, you really like it's fun, but you ain't gonna eat a lot of it. You feel me? But syrups, chocolate syrups, fruit syrups are very easy. You can actually make a lot of them. And for those who have particular nutrition interests, agave nectar is a very nice natural sweetener.
Yes.
Macerated strawberries is very nice. Just taking plain. I like cane sugar,
Yeah.
mashing up those strawberries or any fruit and making a simple syrup out of that. Using these blenders. Everybody in the world is doing smoothies and stuff. Bring those smoothies into the bedroom, and so much you can do. You want to add something nice to it from a textural contrast, a cold bottle of champagne or sparkling wine. Some of y'all like Moscato. Get Moscato d'Asti, sparkling Moscato,
Grapes.
nice and cold.
Grapes.
Yeah.
Frozen.
Oh, frozen grapes. We talked about that, right? Yeah. Excuse me.
Give me some frozen grapes and I'm there.
And be careful. Oh, you going there? You ain't gonna be there. I told somebody. Oh, listen. There's a meme. I ain't gonna say I did this before, but it was like take a frozen grape, put it somewhere, and then suck it back out.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Let me clean up. Let me clean. Oh,
Oh,
listen. Somebody said J&W's wine with some frozen fruit, but of course, don't water your drink down with ice cube when it comes to wine.
yes.
Don't water. Yeah, do some frozen fruit for sure. And
Yes.
J&W, they're here locally here in Tribal Air. Shout out to them, black owned wine situation. Do that.
Right.
But just be mindful. Most men don't like sweet wine, but if
I
your lady like it, get it for
right.
her. It's the thing too. Get what your lover likes. Unless
Yeah.
you like me and I'm gonna teach you something, get what your lover likes. You know what I'm saying? But there's other wines than Moscato. There's other wines than, a red blush. There's plenty of blends and stuff out there. And here's the
Yes.
other thing. Let's talk about this real quick because we have time, right?
Hmm.
Excuse me. Do not experiment the night of. Taste that shit before. Get you a bottle, open it up, taste it like this is gonna work. You feel me? Experiment the days before. Don't wait till the night of because ain't nothing worse than a Valentine's Day disaster. Because you
Yeah.
done got something you think is gonna be the bomb because somebody talked about it, some chef on some podcast talked about it, and you bought it and you like, oh, this shit is nasty. Like,
It's
do some research before. And there's a lot of wine. Thank you, wine tastings. Thank you, Growing Woman Energy. Yes. Get you a wine tasting, and this is the thing. This is what I love about wine tastings. Come on, sis. You know how to taste wine, right? So hold up.
yeah, you supposed to like
But my favorite thing to do with wine
hmm
is the mouth feel. It's
mm,
how it feels in the mouth. You see people swirl wines around, and what they're
mm,
looking for is kind of the syrupiness of the wine, how it coats. But the
right.
ultimate test is in your mouth. So let that wine go. So you instead of swallowing it, swirl it around your mouth. That was an intentional cough.
He's so
Swirl it around your tongue a little
good.
bit. Now, a lot of us, they air until you aerate it because the more aerated it is, it kind of opens up your olfactory nerves. That's with wine. Champagne, you don't have to do that because with champagne, it has the carbonation, the bubbles. You'll feel those bubbles in your head. But with
Yeah,
regular wine, you don't have that. So people slurp it a little bit. Hold up. I like a little sloppy slurp.
yeah, let's demonstrate.
And
Ooh.
when you aerate it like that, ooh, wow. Hey, y'all, this is tequila. Don't do this too much of tequila because you'll be like, I'm feeling it.
You
Look, my cup is almost gone. So tune in. So when you're aerating that tequila or I'm sorry, wine, you're really opening up the olfactory nerves and tasting it. If it's red wine, it should be room temperature. Somebody said do it again. Nah, baby, I'm going to charge you for that.
Ooh.
If it's warm, no, I don't charge, but I do accept tips. And apparently a lot of women accept tips too. But we ain't talk about that. Tips. We ain't talking about money. Pause. All right. So if you're giving that little
I
taste,
love how you find the sexual innuendo with everything that you say.
hold up, baby. You don't name my restaurant. It's called Chicken Heads, right?
I know.
So what's my? Do you know what my fried dish, my loaded fries are called?
No.
You
Oh,
didn't do your research. What are they
they're
called?
sloppy. Is it sloppy toppy? Wait, no.
Yes, sloppy toppings fries. You know what I mean? So I got sloppy toppings fries. My spicy sandwich is called Fire Head. What else we got on there? I can't think of some others, but those are the two that, with my chef life, it's always been about double and triple entendres. Come on, say Leo energy. I'm a cuss baby. You heard me? 721. So I got the line in there, but I got that cancer. That's why I make my home is safe. I got that outer shell, but I got a
How
little
you
bit of
can
that Leo
feel
energy at the end.
like
Yeah.
mm, mm,
So listen, this tequila. Hold up. You mind if I pour up a little bit more? I'm
go
almost done. Hold on,
ahead.
let me see. They got to understand what all this inspiration. So we watch this
Say
tomorrow. Niggas be
That-
like, what was Chef on?
That's my favorite.
Somebody talk about Medusa. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
people don't understand the Medusa, and people ask me what their name. It's an ugly sandwich, but she tastes good. You know what I mean? And she's intentional. Everything about that sandwich. That is my masterpiece. That is my love letter
Mm-hmm.
to Dayton. That's my love letter to anybody who comes to my restaurant. When you taste that Medusa, you're tasting the very best
It's
intentions I
like a
have.
that's what
Yes, that's
it
what it's
tastes.
meant for. Yeah, it's meant for my smokers. It's meant for my lovers. And I love when people come into my restaurant and they order like, we can't have, I can't eat a Medusa by myself. I said, baby, it's made for sharing. That's why there's two tenders in there. I love seeing lovers of all socioeconomic classes, all areas of our community, come to my little hood restaurant and order this chicken sandwich. Like, can I have it wet, wet? Yeah, come on. That's what it is, wet, wet.
I'm out
So
over.
when you get sauce on my food, you got to ask for it wet, wet. And so, if you know, you know. So we take that sandwich and we dip it in warm sauce. So again, going back to the temperature play, it's all about temperature and textural contrast. So
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about food, right? Crispy sandwich, warm sauce, and that's what it's all about. And that's sexual in itself. That's my cytophilia. That is my food porn. So that's how I get it off in the city. That's how I live every day. But we're trying to encourage others to be mindful of that, right? Anytime you prepare a meal, you don't want a bunch of puddles of food, a bunch of porridge. You want textural contrast. You want temperature contrast. That's why you like a steak, you like a warm steak and a cold salad. You
Yeah.
have some creamy
Yes.
potatoes, or you may like a little ranch. Like so, even as you prepare a meal, think about those contrasts and
Mm-hmm.
apply that. I say even to lovemaking. Ain't it nice? Where anybody can bang, 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 right? But when I really, against my nature, slow it all the way down, like take my time with it.
Please take your time.
Because
Please.
I know I can do that. There's a time for that.
We can
But
build that. We can build
thank
up.
you.
We
Thank you.
it
Thank
got
you.
layers.
Yeah. I wanna take my time with you,
Mm.
right? I want to take
Ooh.
my time with you and get
Ooh.
you there first before I even come. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so that's my appetizer. That's my appetite. I get my
Ooh.
appetite.
Yes, see, advertising. See, that is a lost art. People don't forgot.
Take about
That's
20 minutes with it,
just how
behind it.
we just started. Tell them. Tell them. Yes,
Hey,
sir. I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
no, you with it. Yeah. Ooh, I love that. Say it again.
Yes, sir.
Look at me. Keep your eyes
Yes.
open and say it. There you go. Look at me. Somebody know. I tell them all the time. Don't close your eyes. Don't go. I said, don't go nowhere. I was like, don't go nowhere. Don't you go nowhere. Stay right here. Look at me. Look at me.
Gotta
Look at me.
stay looking at
Look at
you.
me.
Yes,
Look at
sir.
me. And I'm gonna look at you. Let me look at the camera. Look. I'm looking down now. Look at me. Okay.
Yes,
Hold
sir.
up. Hold up. Hold up. Here we go.
I'll keep saying
Uh,
it.
look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Anyway, let me stop. If you know, hey, listen. If you know, you know, and that's it. And you'll get it. You know what I'm saying? Listen. I think somebody rubbed the hair out the back of my head from that. I used to have dreadlocks back in the day. I had these long dreadlocks. Some dreadlocks just get pulled from both sides, but
Look,
that's ancient history.
I love a good hair pull. I love to do it. I love to receive it.
It's the grit for me. I like to because
A
you know what it is.
grip. That's what it is.
Ain't it? It's a little bit of pain, but it's more about control. Because wherever your head go, the body goes. But when you
Yes.
feel it stick in my hand, when you feel my strength, but it's not there to harm you,
A
right?
good
These
grip.
hands are here to
Oh,
protect you.
there. I'm there.
It's the
Help.
clinch for me. We ain't got into outside. Nothing. Listen, let me stop. I'm by myself tonight. Let me stop. But
I know myself too. Look.
I don't want to say, I don't want to say, I don't want to give away all the secrets, but grown men know because study and find thyself approved. Because, like I said, we start off with Ann Hooper's Kama Sutra at the age of 16. There's another one called The Secret Garden. And if you know these books, these ancient texts, it's not just about sex, it's about everything around it. The Kama Sutra, the actual original ancient text, talks about how a woman should bathe herself, how she should be perfumed when her husband comes home from work, how he prepare himself for love making. It's all the ambiance, and it's just like setting the setting for a good meal. Don't nobody want to come into a nasty, dirty house. Don't nobody
Of
want to
course.
cook in a nasty, dirty kitchen. Don't be like, oh, excuse my kitchen. No, sis, clean that shit up. Get your house in order. Brothers too, get your house in order. If you can't
Yes.
do it, there are plenty of services. Shout out to Yana's All Naturally Clean by Yana, because she helped Chef Head get his house together. Because I am a bum bachelor. I'm raising two boys on my own. So I need all the help I can get. Listen, brothers, get that bathroom together. If you want them cats that know how to get in there
Yes.
and get all the way together, Do that.
See,
And if you're not, hire somebody. I hire
yeah,
somebody. Clean my bathroom, get my kitchen together, take care of everything else. The
yeah.
titles of the books is The Kama Sutra, Kamasutra, by Ann Hooper. This is the illustrated version. That's for our sexual position. So it's not the ancient book. The ancient book is just the Kama Sutra. And the other one is The Perfume Garden. And there's many other books. I mean, now everything's free online. You can do a Google search on different positions and all that. But obviously, practice them with care. I love those books in particular because so many of the lovemaking positions are very intimate, and it's for all body types.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see big woman, little man, big man, little woman. And it's just dope books. And that book I read when I was 16. I actually stole it from the library. I stole it from the library, and it gave me game that was beyond my peers and years.
I don't
All
even
right.
know how I got it. Like I literally
Yeah.
in all the different positions, like you just said, and everyone looks so close and
Yeah.
so intimate. Like, yeah,
Yes.
important books to have. Now, what was the other one you said? It was the
The
garden.
perfume garden, I believe, is the name of that one. Kama Sutra is my go-to. The perfume garden, and there's others because unlike, and it's like their Bible. These people don't understand. Now, let's talk about my Christian friends. Song of Solomon. Have you ever read that book in the Bible?
A long time ago.
Songs. So here's the thing. Have you
Like,
ever heard? You've never heard it in church. They have never, ever, ever read from that book in church. Do you know why? Do you remember what the Song of Solomon is like? Oh yeah, that's Christian porn. Yeah, yeah. So Christians, all my sanctified gospel for all you folks, all the saints, read Songs of Solomon and read what they talk about.
they're
It's
not
a
gonna
book
bring
of
that up.
poetry. It's erotic poetry. It talks about honey, and you hear about they're in this garden. You're like, what the hell's going on in Songs of Solomon? And it's Solomon, because Solomon is known for bedding thousands of women.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. If a man is promiscuous, not to say I hate that word. A man is experienced, just like if a woman is experienced, they're going to
Yes.
bring to bear all those experiences for you.
Yes.
So
Yes.
this whole concept of body count is disgusting to me. Who counts bodies? That sounds like murderers count bodies. Lovers, we get experience. You
Look,
feel what I'm saying? Let's
say
go.
that.
Let's talk about it's sex positivity. Can we talk about sex positivity? Right. You and I came together over our mutual shared interest in protecting sex work and others
Yes.
because we can pay for anything else. We got more respect for strippers, which I respect. For
Yes.
daycare, we should have the same respect for strippers and sex workers as we do preschool teachers.
That.
Ooh,
That.
ooh,
Say
ooh.
that.
How
Because
about a
yes.
nurse? How about a nurse? Same
Ooh.
energy. Because
Ooh.
people don't understand, I ain't gonna go into the politics of all this, but people don't understand that's a necessary and provided service. And if it was legalized, like everything else we do, it'd be safe. And you got a professional taking care of you. How does one become a professional? By doing something about 10,000 times or 10,000 hours. Listen, I am 42 years old. I started having sex when I was 15 years old. If you make love to me, if you allow me to make love to you, you're not dealing with 15-year-old Anthony, 18-year-old Anthony, 21-year-old Anthony, 25-year-old Anthony,
Say that.
35-year-old Anthony.
Say
You are
that.
dealing with the 42-year-old grown man. You see me? Right? So, and let's talk about this about body count. If you were faithful and had a girlfriend 1 year, every year since you had a sex, or a partner, say visit a partner, 1 year, every year since you had sex, well, guess what? At 15 until 42, there's a couple years between there. Now, mind you, I'm lucky enough, and I say lucky, to have been married 16 of the last 20 years. I'm divorced now, but for 16 years, I was someone's one and only. At least I thought in my mind. That's another story.
Oh shit.
Let me sip it
That
up.
doesn't matter. That doesn't even matter.
Doesn't matter. But the point of the matter is, I've gained experiences over that time. I spent a majority of my time studying, having a book. Can you imagine having one book to read every single night? You ever watch a movie more than once or twice or 10 times? You
Yeah.
learn all the words. You
Yeah.
understand how, and if it's a good movie or a good book, you enjoy it every single time that you read it.
Yes.
And that's
Yeah.
what it is to be in love with somebody. People say, I would be so bored. No, you just a person who like to skip classes. You fail a class and move to another class.
You
You
learn.
fail home ec and you go to French class. And you fail
You
French and
learn
you take German.
they change constantly. Nobody remains the
No.
same.
You hear what I just said, right? Somebody dated me at 15, ain't dating a 25-year-old me, ain't dating a 35-year-old me. But when
Mm-hmm.
you have one person, one book from which to study, you learn
Mm-hmm.
that page in and out. And that's why, I mean, not to be funny, not to equate this to reading the Bible, but a book is 2,000 years old, and people find something different from it every single time. Pastors and preachers have been preaching from the same book for 2 millennia. And they
Yep.
find something different to focus on because depending on what time of year it is, depending on what the political climate is, depending on what the environment is. So these are the type of things we got to be mindful of and bring it back to our
Yeah.
homes, to our love making. Because
Yeah.
everybody, I hate these posts that talk about, pussy ain't a gift on Valentine's Day. Why not? I'll take it. If it was money, you would take it every time and spend it. Well, guess
Say.
what? Give me that same currency, and I bet I'm gonna do something with it. What is
Oh,
wrong with these cats? Who says that? Hold up, man.
so glad I'm talking to a man on this platform right now.
Because we got to stop saying it's so denigrating,
It
right?
is. It is. My
Because
pussy is honey.
it's a gift. Thank you for that. And somebody said something. Oh, he's
You
okay
are
about kids.
privileged to have access.
You said, what's that?
You are privileged to have access to
Oh,
this.
indeed. And you know what I say all the time? Access is privilege. I say it all the time to me as well, right? Because I got some good D. I know what I'm doing. I'm in shape. I got good blood pressure. I take my vitamins. I work out. But everybody don't get this. In fact, I'll say it. I hate to say it in a way, but I say it like this: if anybody can have it, I don't want it. And that's one of the reasons why I've broken up, divorced. If anybody can have it,
You
I
have
don't want it.
to use discernment. Like how you,
Indeed.
yeah, you're right. Absolutely right.
So listen, this truth serum is going to come out of me. So forgive me if I go too far.
I'm very picky. Oof, we having good conversation. It's here. I'm like,
What else we got to get to,
high
baby? We
off
got a
of
lot.
this conversation right now. Like,
Well, let's talk about the power of conversation. I got to give a shout out to my man's,
whew.
to Ace Metaphor. If you don't
Oh
know,
yes, I gotta get
for
those.
you definitely got to get these cards. So for you boring ass, what you doing type people, conversation is everything. Because don't get what you ever had a conversation? Come on, hey, listen. You ever had a conversation? Because I already know. And that thing sitting over there throbbing, and it's already wet just from my words. I ain't even touched you. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
even touched you, right? We ain't got no FaceTime, right? We just talking. You remember what it was, be on the phone late night,
Yes.
you feel me? Having that conversation, and maybe them fingers and slip down between your, come on. So the biggest sexual organ is the mind.
Mm-hmm.
Is the
Yes.
mind. And the key to that, and this is a lot of brothers don't understand, I know it, is not visual. Niggas, I heard dudes just sending dick pics all the time. I've never done that shit unsolicited. Never. Because they don't do nothing for a woman, as far as I know. They
It's
want to evaluate you, but any woman who evaluates you based on a pic of your penis, guess what? She deserve all them baby daddies and drama in
boring.
her life. Oh yeah, now we videos now. I forgot. We have to post all these videos now, right?
I
But
need
the point of the matter is,
sounds. I need the explosion. I need.
yeah. But that's part of it. It's and you know what? Why do you need that? Because it titillates more than one sense: the
Mm-hmm.
sound, the
Mm-hmm.
visual, and
Mm-hmm.
eventually the feel. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
mean, so
Come on, come
people
on.
don't.
I just
You got,
love how you tie everything together.
yeah.
Like you.
Well, I'm intentional. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bring all that. You gotta bring it all together. All too often, we just kind of go for one or the other. I mean, there's dudes who think they good love makers because they got a big penis. I'm like, some of you guys just got a jackhammer. You don't know what you're doing with it. Some dudes got a violin string. They got a stroke on it, right? But it's playing the wrong notes, or they don't know how to play that thing,
Say
right?
that. Say that.
So yeah, so it's so critically important to know what you're doing. Here's the I said this: the brain is the biggest sexual organ. You know what the second biggest organ is? The most important organ is?
The ears.
And I'm not talking about erogenous zones. I'm
Mm.
talking about listening. It is straight talk. This is by Ace Metaphor. He's on Instagram. It's tonight. Let's talk the card game. Somebody's asking about it.
My
I love this. This is so dope.
look, his ad be coming up all the time on my page. So
Yeah, hey man, that brother. I watched that brother. I used to run into that brother at the post office all the time, getting his launch. He owns something with this. This is dope. There's many other games like it, but
he
I'm
got some.
always support my
He's
people in the city.
for me. Yes, he's
Yeah,
doing.
Yeah. So they gotta, this is all about conversation. And what I love about this, somebody mentioned the wrong note. You learn so much through conversation. So by the time you and I link, because we've had all these deep late night talks, these talks over weeks and months, you come in, I already know how I'm gonna make you orgasm. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because you're gonna give it to you. By the time we link, I already know how I'm gonna move with you because you told me your fears, you told me your likes, you told me what you didn't like, you told me what you imagine, you told me what your hopes and dreams are, and guess what? I'm gonna make them come true. I'm gonna make you come too. Hold up.
Yes, yes.
Ooh.
Oh man,
Hey
that
y'all.
so rare these
No,
days.
no, 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 no. We out here.
Seems like
But
it,
we married. We married. I
but that
think a
don't
lot
have
of people,
me.
people, hey, yeah, you're a young one. It's all right. They're around. We're around. We're around. And some of these young brothers, what I love is there's a new generation of young men who are learning to go to therapy, to get their health together, to get their money right. Because it's much easier when somebody says this half conversation. I'm so disgusted. If I say, hey, baby, it's going on vacation. I don't
Mhm.
say, hey, baby, pay me half. Hey, baby, get your ticket. I'm going to say, baby, pack your bags, it's going on vacation.
We
And guess what
going.
a vacation is? A vacation may be an Airbnb in Cincinnati if that's what I can afford. It may be a hotel in Indianapolis if that's what I can afford.
You
It
have,
don't mean I got to take you to a beach. It means, baby, life on me. And the
yeah.
more grown you get, the better you are. So let these young brothers get their money together. Y'all stop rescuing these broke, poor niggas because that makes life hard for everybody, right? Get you a man that got it together and ain't got nothing to do with all the money. But trust me,
Yeah,
you can do a nice date for $100.
her
You can do a
here.
nice date for $50. You can do a nice date for $20 because a cup of coffee and a conversation is priceless. And too many
Hello.
people caught up on showing off for good. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna spend $200-300 on a woman I ain't made love to. Matter of fact, who ain't had my babies. Are you kidding me? You gotta save something for the women in your life that have done some really special things for you. I apologize. And a ring ain't it, right? I bought married women houses. Even though I got an ex-wife, I got two ex-wives. One of my ex-wives gonna get a house for me as I continue to get my bag because she got my babies. You feel me? Those
There you
babies are beyond anything else. So until
go.
you doing shit like that for a man, shut your ass up about what he should do and what he should pay for. I don't pay no bills for a woman I don't live with. And at the same time, I'm not going to take you to a restaurant that I can't afford to pay everything easily. If
That
my absolute budget, I'm making $9 an hour, $12 an hour,
sounds good.
$15 an hour, then guess what, baby? A date with me is going to be Applebee's, all on me. Whatever you want, baby. Because I know with confidence, anything on that menu I can pay for. Right now, I'm an executive. I can take you to eat anywhere in the world, and I'm still not doing that because you got to save those privileges for somebody who's much more special than a girl you meet or a girl you having sex with. So
And I
pause,
do the
leave that
same.
alone.
Everyone else too. I don't want to go to the same restaurant you just took somebody who was just fucking. Like,
You
treat
know
me.
what? And do you know that I hate to
You
say it this way,
can't.
but one of the main reasons I got divorced is the
They're about to
infidelity.
call.
Go ahead.
They're
Go
about to
ahead.
call in 2 minutes.
Oh, snap. We can start
Mm-hmm.
another one, but we can be done
Yeah,
for the night. What you feeling like?
we can start another one. I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna
Save it.
end it and then I'll save it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and end it. So we got to worry about trying to play it to the 60
Yes.
seconds.
Okay, I got you.
So part one done. See you in a minute.